Hi children, welcome back to our channel. In this video we are going to discuss about the what is electric flux and how we can find out the flux by using Gauss law. So that is our topic children, very important topic. Electric flux and how we can find out the electric flux by using Gauss law. So very important children, 4 marks, Gauss law. Here what is flux? Flux is nothing but the number of electric field lines passes through the particular area is called electric flux. Children, I think you have idea about the properties of electric field lines. Based upon the electric field lines, we can decide that strength of the field. The field which consists of more number of field lines, that should be taken as the strong field, and the electric field which consists of less number of field lines, that should be called a weaker field. So based upon that we can define the electric flux also. For example, here it is the electric field, this entire thing is electric field. In that we are selected some particular area, then the number of field lines passes through particular area is called flux. That should be called flux. So here we have different situations children. How we can explain the flux for different situations? Here now the first thing is, here we are taken uniform electric field, then in that we are selected some particular area. This is the particular area. Clear? So this is the surface area we are taken, the number of field lines passes through, that is what we call electric flux. And now here we are showing that this is the direction of the field and electric field must be in this direction. Electric field must be in this direction. And now here this vector A, surface area, will make some angle theta with the field. It will make some angle theta with the field. Then the flux will be written as pi is equals to Ea cos theta. So this is the equation for flux. We are taken one uniform electric field, in that we are taken some particular area, then the surface area will make some angle with the field, then the flux is given by the formula pi is equals to Ea cos theta, or simply we will write pi is equals to E dot A. It is a scalar. Pi is equals to E dot A. Clear? So pi is equals to E into or E dot A. It is the expression for flux. And now children, here now we are taken again same thing. It is the uniform electric field. In that we are taking some E, electric field E and area, both are in same direction. We are showing now here like this, area of the element and electric field intensity, all are in same direction, both are in same direction. Then what to write? Pi E is equals to Ea cos theta. Ea cos theta. And what we are saying, E and A are in same direction. What is that? Same direction. When both are in same direction, what to write? Pi E is equals to Ea cos 0 degrees. Cos 0 degrees. Then what to get? Pi E is equals to simply E and A. In this case the flux is maximum. When the electric flux is maximum, the area what we selected and electric field both must be in the same direction, then the flux is maximum. And now when the flux is minimum, very simple children, here we are taking like this. This is the electric field direction and now it is the area, and area should be in this direction, and this is the electric field direction. Clear? In the first case what I tell you, A will make some angle, A will make some angle with the electric field, and second thing is what? E and A both are in same direction, and third one is what? A and E both are in perpendicular to each other, both are in perpendicular to each other. Then what you have to write children? Pi E is equals to Ea cos theta. Theta is 90. Then what write? pi e is equals to EA cos 90 degrees. Cos 90 is what? 0. Cos 90 is what? 0. Then what are children? Pi e is equals to EA into 0. That means pi e is equals to 0. Then flux is minimum. Here the flux is maximum. Clear? And next thing here we have some another case, children. When we have taken a closed arbitrary surface, then here the surface is again divided into number of small elements. We have taken the surface is very huge one, and if it is like, seems like this, it is called arbitrary surface, arbitrary closed surface. When it is arbitrary closed surface, here we are selected, for example, I am showing now, this is a small element we are taken, that is what? ds. What is that? ds. And when we have like that, the flux will be measured or find out like this. Pi is equals to, for small element we will write E dot ds. For small element we can write E dot ds. If you want to find out the total, we will write pi is equals to closed integral E dot ds. That means what? Pi is equals to closed integral E ds cos theta. So this is the flux of the arbitrary closed surface. We have taken one closed surface, arbitrary surface. In that we have to select small area of element, that is ds. Then flux can be written as pi is equals to E into ds. So to get the entire total flux, we will integrate the above equation. Then what to get? Pi is equals to closed integral E dot ds. Here closed integral, the circle here it is the closed one. That means what? The surface is closed. Then pi is equals to E dot ds means what? Pi is equals to closed integral E ds cos theta. In this way, we will find out the electric field intensity at different situations, children. And next thing here, what are the units of flux? What are the units of flux? So children, very simple. I think you have idea about this one. Pi is equals to E into A. E means what? Electric field intensity. That is what? Newton for coulomb. And what is A? Area. Yes. Pi is equals to Newton for coulomb into meter square. That is the unit for electric flux. So children, I think you have idea about now when the electric flux is maximum, when the electric flux is minimum. And now children, how we can find out the electric flux? By using Gauss law. Very important, children. Gauss's law. So here the Gauss's law can be written as the flux passes through a closed surface. Closed surface is equals to 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge. Net charge of the same closed surface. This is the Gauss law, children. The flux passes through a closed surface. మనము ఒక క్లోజ్ సర్ఫేస్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు దాని నుంచి వెళ్తున్నాం. ద ఫ్లక్స్ పాసెస్ త్రూ ఏ క్లోజ్ సర్ఫేస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు, ఆ ఫ్లక్స్ నేను పై అంటున్నాను, పై ఈజ్ ఆర్ పై ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 1 by epsilon naught times of charge of the same closed surface. సో అక్కడ నెట్ ఛార్జ్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ సర్ఫేస్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ఆ సర్ఫేస్ యొక్క నెట్ ఛార్జ్ మొత్తం ఏమంటున్నాం? క్యూ అంటున్నాం. అప్పుడు గాస్లో ఎలా రాస్తామంటే పై ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 1 by epsilon naught times of q. Pi is equals to 1 by epsilon naught times of q. Then how we can write simply? Pi is equals to q by epsilon naught. This is generally what we call Gauss's law. The flux passes through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge available in that particular closed surface. That is what we call Gauss law. So for 4 marks, what is the Gauss law and explain it అని అడిగినప్పుడు మనం ఏం రాయాలంటే చూడండి ఒకసారి, వెరీ సింపుల్ అండ్ ఈజీ వన్. హియర్ we are taken now one closed surface, how it is a spherical surface. To explain the flux we have to construct another circle, దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే Gaussian surface. Simply we are selected one Gaussian surface that should be in spherical. Clear? The surface what we are going to find out flux through that, మనం ఏవైతే ఒక సర్ఫేస్ తీసుకొని దాని యొక్క ఫ్లక్స్ అనుకోబోతున్నామో ఆ ఫ్లక్స్ని ఏమంటామంటే గాసియన్ సర్ఫేస్ అంటాం. సో కాబట్టి సింపుల్గా ఇప్పుడు ఏమన్నానంటే నేను వీఆర్ టేకెన్ నౌ వన్ గాసియన్ స్పెరికల్ సర్ఫేస్. వాట్ ఇస్ దట్? వీఆర్ టేకెన్ నౌ వన్ స్పెరికల్ గాసియన్ సర్ఫేస్. In that surface the net charge is q. What is that? Net charge is q, and that should be having some radius r. Clear? And we are selected one small element, that is ds. What is that? Consider what is ds? Small element of area. Okay, ds is what? Small elemental area. So now that particular small element is at the distance of r. So here net charge is what? Q. Then already we know that electric field intensity due to a point. ఈ క్యూ అనే ఛార్జ్ వల్ల ఆ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఆ డిఎస్ దగ్గర ఎంత ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉంటుందంటే ఎంత ఉంటుంది? E is equals to 1/4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. This is equation number 1. E is equals to 1/4 pi epsilon q by r square. ఆ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఎంత? ఇంత. క్లియర్? సో అండ్ అట్ దట్ ఎలిమెంట్ ds and electric field both are in same direction. ds in the same direction, electric field also radially outward, because we will consider that is positive charge. Then here what you have to write? E and ds are in same direction. Clear? And after that, what is the general formula to find out the flux? Yes, how we can find out the flux? Pi is equals to E dot ds. That means pi is equals to E ds cos theta. Already we know that dot product A dot B means what? AB cos theta. Like that we are writing pi is equals to E dot ds. Then pi is equals to E ds cos theta. So this is what flux for a single element. To get the total flux through the surface, that should be what we get? Our spherical surface. We have to integrate that. Pi is equals to closed integral E ds cos theta. ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను ఏమని? E and ds are both are in same direction. When they are in same direction, theta is equals to 0 degrees. Then pi is equals to closed integral E ds cos 0. Cos 0 value is 1. Then what you get? Pi is equals to closed integral E ds. And now in that equation we have to substitute the E value. ఏమన్నాం? pi is equals to closed integral E ds అన్నాం. E value ఎంత ఉంది? S. Then pi is equals to 1/4 pi epsilon naught q by r square into ds. Here what is epsilon naught? Permittivity. It is a constant. What is q? Net charge. It is also constant. Then what, right? Pi is equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square into integral ds. Now in this case children, here pi is equals to q Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square into S. This were cancelled, what get S. What is S here? Surface area of sphere. That is what you have to write, 4 pi R square. Then substitute here, pi is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square into 4 pi square R square. So 4 pi R square cancel. Then what you get? Pi is equals to Q by epsilon naught. So this is nothing but what, children? Gauss law. What is that? Gauss law. Very good, very simple, children. 4 marks question. Look here. ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేసాము, మనకి గాస్లా ఇది పై ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు క్యూ బై ఎప్సిలాన్ నాట్ అటువంటి గాస్లా ఉంది, దాన్ని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలి. దానికోసం ఏం చేసామంటే మనం ఒక క్లోజ్ సర్ఫేస్ని తీసుకున్నాం. ఆ క్లోజ్ సర్ఫేస్ ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నాం, గాసియన్ సర్ఫేస్ అంటున్నాం. ఆ గాసియన్ సర్ఫేస్ యొక్క రేడియస్ ఎంత ఉంటుందంటే R ఉంది. క్లియర్? ఆ గాసియన్ సర్ఫేస్ యొక్క మొత్తం ఛార్జ్ ఎంత, ప్లస్ Q ఉంది. ఆ గాసియన్ సర్ఫేస్ అనేది మనం తీసుకున్నప్పుడు దాని మీద ఒక బౌండరీ దగ్గర ఒక చిన్న స్మాల్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఏరియా తీసుకుంటున్నాం, దాన్ని ఏమన్నాం, డిఎస్ అంటున్నాం. ఆ డిఎస్ అనేది స్పియర్ యొక్క సెంటర్ నుంచి R డిస్టెన్స్లో ఉంది. అక్కడ డిఎస్ అనేది ఈ అనేది రెండు కూడా సేమ్ డైరెక్షన్లో ఉంటున్నాయి. ఉన్న తర్వాత మనకి తెలుసు ఆల్రెడీ 4 మార్క్స్ డెరివేషన్ మనం డిస్కస్ చేసాం. ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ డ్యూ టు ఏ పాయింట్. క్యూ అనే ఛార్జ్ వల్ల ఒక పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఎంత ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉంటుందనే ఒక ఫార్ములా ఉంది. దాని ప్రకారం ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ అట్ దట్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ బై ది ఫార్ములా హియర్, E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. That is equation number 1. సో అయిన తర్వాత మనం ఫ్లక్స్ కనుక్కోవాలి. దేని యొక్క ఫ్లక్స్ కనుక్కోవాలి? ఫస్ట్ మనం ఒక చిన్న ఎలిమెంట్ ఫ్లక్స్ కనుక్కొని దాన్ని ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, మొత్తం ఫ్లక్స్ వస్తుంది. సో కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ ఈ స్మాల్ ఏరియా ఉన్న డిఎస్ యొక్క ఫ్లక్స్ రాస్తున్నాను. ఎలా? పై ఈస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ఈ ఇంటూ డిఎస్ అని రాసిన తర్వాత దాన్ని మనం ఈ డాట్ డిఎస్ కాబట్టి స్కేలార్ ప్రొవైడ్ కాబట్టి వీల్ రైట్ పై ఈస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ఈడిఎస్ కాస్ థీటా. సో టోటల్ ఫ్లక్స్ కావాలి, ఆ మొత్తం స్పెరికల్ గాసియన్ సర్ఫేస్ కావాలి కాబట్టి వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఇంటిగ్రేట్ ది ఈక్వేషన్. దెన్ వాట్ గెట్ పై ఈస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు క్లోజ్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఈడిఎస్ కాస్ థీటా. ఆల్రెడీ మనం ఈ డిఎస్ రెండు కూడా సేమ్ డైరెక్షన్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి థీటా వాల్యూ 0 అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు పై ఈస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు క్లోజ్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఈడిఎస్ అవుతుంది. సో ఈ ఫార్ములాలో ఈ వాల్యూని సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. చేసాం తర్వాత ఇది మొత్తం కాన్స్టెంటే కాబట్టి ఇంటిగ్రల్ డిఎస్, ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ బోత్ ఆర్ రెసిప్రోకల్, దట్స్ వై బోత్ షుడ్ బి క్యాన్సిల్ టుగెదర్. దెన్ వాట్ గెట్ Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square S. S అంటే ఏంటి? సర్ఫేస్ ఏరియా ఆఫ్ స్పియర్. హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ 4 pi R square. దెన్ వాట్ గెట్ pi is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square into 4 pi R square. 4 pi R square cancel. What you get? Pi is equals to Q by epsilon naught. So this is about the children Gauss law and its explanation. And from that formula you have to conclude that the flux is 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge. Here you have to remember that one point. Here epsilon naught is constant. Then what do you write? Pi is proportional to Q. Then flux is directly proportional to net charge. When Q is positive, flux is positive. When Q is negative, flux is negative. When Q is 0, flux is 0. That means simply what you have to conclude, the flux of the closed surface must be depend upon the net charge of that particular closed surface. So children, so this is about the electric flux and Gaussian surface. Electric flux and Gauss law clearly. I hope you understand. If you can understand this one, like, share, comment the video and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon too to get all notifications. We will meet in the next video with some more interesting topic. Bye. Take care.